What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we're looking at the new BMW X7. This one's an xDrive40i, finished off in skyscraper gray. This is around a $90,000 SUV. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at what is going to power the 40i. So you just pull that twice, of course. No need to do a hood latch. And then opening up the hood, you're going to find that 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbo motor. It is also a mild hybrid paired to an 11 horsepower hybrid system, but overall it pumps out 375 horsepower with 398 pound-feet of torque paired to the 8-speed automatic and that xDrive all-wheel drive system. This SUV can even tow about 7,500 pounds. Taking a look at the styling, I love this new design. You get these split headlights, more of the LED turn signals and daytime running lights up on top. Actual headlights down here. I think it looks awesome. Really fits the design super nicely. We got a cutout here to allow air to pass through the tire. Really nice design overall with more inlets for more airflow. You're gonna see all of your parking sensors, forward camera, and a safety sensor, and then the massive kidney-shaped grills. They're finished in the aluminum color and gloss black, also having the active shutters to improve efficiency when needed. And overall, the front end just comes together. It is so cool looking, definitely stands out. On the hood, you're gonna see some really nice sharp body lines fading towards that windshield. And then at the side profile, it is a really proportional SUV. I just love the overall design, how it looks cool and doesn't look too bulky. And then you're gonna see these nice set of wheels, finished in a two-tone color. You got the multi-spoke design as well, and they are 22s. Nice body design around that front wheel, and then chrome trim behind it with some cool contours leading towards the other wheel. You can see one sharp body line throughout the side profile, and then power folding body colored mirrors. You can see the LED turn signal on them, brushed aluminum trim surrounding the windows, and body colored door handles. This does have a full panoramic roof up on top as well, and it really does just look so good. Such a mature looking style, can't go wrong. In back, you can see more clean lines surrounding the window, and then I love the LED taillights, how they're sunken in and have a three-dimensional look. And then they're connected with this chrome trim piece. We got all of our badging, more body lines throughout the rear bumper, and then parking sensors and some more designs. So definitely can't go wrong. Pretty sweet looking overall. If we move to the cargo area, you can tap the button on the key fob. Of course, use the one that is on the liftgate itself. Upper portion is gonna open up independently. And then back here, you just press that button and that'll open up as well. Now back here, there's a couple buttons on this left side. You can individually put up and down the seats. You can also press this max button with a little luggage piece on it, and that's gonna set it up to where everything goes down for maximum cargo. So as you can see, third row vehicle with everything down, it is super practical. And then if we go ahead and hit the max with the person icon, it is gonna do the opposite. That second row will slide up. That way the third row can now open up as well, and the second row is going to follow. Now with the third row up, there's actually a lot of space. I mean, that is like 1.5 feet, 2 feet of cargo area, which is pretty good. More hidden space down below. And then if I just go ahead and press this button, everything is gonna close together. So nicely designed. And then going into the back now, you're gonna see the sunshades, this nice coffee leather interior. You have your release handle, and then 4 different controls. We have our window control, left and right sunshade, the skylight, as well as a sunshade in the rear. We have power controls for the second row as well, and then just a beautiful interior. I love all the quilted leather with the diamond pattern to it. You can seat 3 people in the center. This will fold down. We have some cup holders, nice armrests, as well as a little bit of storage. And then there's even climate control vents, heated seats, all of the controls themselves, several plugs and storage, and even a spot for a tablet. Now another cool thing, if I just press this button for a little bit, this is gonna automatically move the driver's seat out of the way, and then it's gonna get the second row out of the way as well, so you can gain access into that third row seat. So they pretty much automated everything, and I do like how that seat gets out of the way, because even when you fold this flat, a lot of times that seat will be right in your way. Now back here it seats 2 people. There is a button right here to put these up and down, but if I go ahead and climb in the back, you get nice amenities. You can see the leather on it, ambient lighting and stitching, adjustable headrests, dome lights, your own skylight, your own climate controls, and heated seats. This is a really nice third row, quite honestly. At 5'11", if I sit back here, It's actually not bad. A little cramped on the legs, but quite honestly pretty doable, especially I sit this seat up a little bit. But overall, really good third row, and then I can easily climb right out of it. And if I just press this button again, this seat is gonna go back into its other position. So you do have to wait for things to go rather than having manual control, but overall, pretty nice layout. Then of course we have all the controls down below to do everything you need to do. And then hopping in here, I mean, plenty of legroom and headroom, armrests are in a great place. Got that massive sunroof. And then of course it will recline and just be even more comfortable. For a family three-row SUV though, I have no issues. This is really nice back here and a great place to be in all of the seats. Now let's see about the driver of this car. One of my favorite buttons real quick is this one right here. If you press this, all the front seats will go forward and the second row will come forward too. So I like how they've done that. We of course have all your window controls, sunshade controls, and power liftgate. Same coffee leather, ambient lighting, and then all of your controls here, even with adjustable leg rests, bolsters, and things like that. But such a beautiful interior with all the diamond stitching. And then if I hop in, foot on the brake, let's fire it up. All your screens are going to turn on. You get that massive new screen, and making an adjustment on the seat, you can see it even pops up. One thing cool, when you hit the climate menu, which is always here, you can easily adjust anything going on for your climate controls, so you don't have to dig through a screen just to gain access. Now we have this one huge curved LCD display, which looks really good for this interior. And then you can see the digital display right in the center. So we have your miles per hour, of course your tachometer, and different drive modes it will change. So going into the Eco Pro, gives a little bit more conservative design with a power percentage, going into your comfort, and of course sport. On the steering wheel, we have cruise control on the left side, Bluetooth controls on the right, and some paddle shifters, and then the stalk on the right for windshield wipers, and then turn signals on the left. Headlight controls, nice air vent. You easily twist these on and off, and you can easily move it around. There is a heads-up display system along with leather surrounding the dash, and I love this dark wood trim. It looks really nice in here, matches the coffee leather perfectly, and I like how this is all backlit with ambient lighting and a cool geometric pattern. Now taking a look at the screen itself, in your home menu you have quite a few different things that are come up, so super easy to really just navigate everything. You can go into any of the menus and adjust a few more settings and kind of adjust, add more. We of course have a full screen navigation system, and then going into reverse now, you get a nice backup camera along with your sensors, and then you can of course change a few settings. I do like this new shifter out of the way versus the bigger shifter, so I think it just keeps it a little bit more clean on the interior. You can also see air vents in the center just like you saw on the sides, volume, and just a few controls down below. And then more of that wood trim with silver, ambient lighting, and the brown leather. And then if I just get this out of the way, we have cup holders, storage, and if you want to use the credit card design key fob. You can see in the center now, we have our adjustable air ride suspension that you can easily toggle up and down, parking sensors and traction control, of course those drive modes, auto hold. And then I like how BMWs have a rotary dial to configure the screen. So you don't always have to use touchscreen if you don't want to reach for it. You can just toggle this. We have back button, different shortcuts and everything. So it just makes it a little bit easier if you don't always want to touch the screen. Now behind that, you're going to see some silver trim and more of that leather. Then you get quite a lot of storage back in here. Glove box is also pretty good size. And then one last look at the interior. I love that massive sunroof and that third one. LED dome lights and a frameless mirror. With all that said, let's go for a spin. All right guys, so we are setting off in the X7, just in eco mode. Slowly getting up to speed, effortless. Honestly, the B58 motor in this car, with that hybrid system, it actually has plenty of power to where it's actually pretty peppy. And when you're in just a normal mode, it is such a relaxing vehicle. Of course, this is their biggest kind of top flagship SUV, and it shows. It's a really comfortable ride. And for way less than 100 grand, it actually seems like quite a bargain, especially when some American third-row SUVs are more than this. So you get a really luxurious German interior. I mean, it is beautiful in here. Great visibility out of the windshield. Frameless mirror lets you see everything going on back there. And the other mirrors also do a really good job letting you know what's going on. But it is super comfortable, even going over bridge bumps and things like that. And as far as visibility over your left and right shoulder, pretty good view out. You really don't have any crazy blind spots. Of course, you can fold down those headrests back there to make it a little bit better. but really nice to drive. The suspension too, it drives like you're on a cloud. It just floats over bumps, absorbs everything really nicely. Steering is effortless. It's pretty insulated too. You don't really hear anything going on. And these seats are really comfortable. They have all the adjustments, all that sort of thing that you're gonna want. And it's a great place to be. And when you touch any of the buttons, it comes up on the screen too, letting you know what you're doing, which I think just kind of further helps get this into a comfortable position. But I mean, I could see driving here like no issue. Now in Eco Pro, throttle response is a little on the slow side, of course, being the Eco. When you're in normal mode, I think the vehicle drives a lot better just because it gives you a little bit better throttle response, basically a little bit more responsive of a car. And then I like how Sport mode actually does a little bit. You can tell it kind of sharpens up the engine response. The steering and suspension are just slightly sharper. It's still a huge SUV, so don't expect this to drive like an M3 or something like that. But if we're now in Sport mode and we shift with the paddles, gets up to speed nicely. The paddle shifters themselves are responsive, and you can hear the turbo noises just a little bit. So there's a little bit of drama to this. Of course, you can get the V8 version of an X7 with even more power and drama, but even for being the standard entry-level point, it drives great, and you really get all the luxuries you're gonna want.